Hi, welcome to a new episode directly from the headquarters of Reve All-Stars. My name is Ivar. I'm also known as Kim Jung Reve around these parts, and I'm a photographer living at Jæren, Norway. Today I'm gonna have a look at my 5 favorite drone shots from Jæren from 2023. Before we begin, please remember that English is not my first language. For my drone shots, I use the DJI Mavic Pro 3. It's with the Hasselblad lens. It's a fucking amazing drone, to be honest with you. It's beyond beyond anything I've worked with before. It's handy because of the size. I do a lot of traveling in my work, so I can't take one of the huge ones with me. And its battery power is amazing, and the level of photography is amazing as well. For some of these shots though, I have used my old Mavic Pro. Doesn't matter much, yeah. Except for the quality being much better on this one. So here we go, number 5. Number 5 is the morning at Orrevatnet. It was shot really early in the morning. I woke up, this was in September. So in September it's not dark yet, but it's still getting darker earlier and earlier and earlier. And it's the mornings are darker and darker and darker before the sun comes up. So I woke up early in the morning, not like early, but kind of early. And I could see that even though the sunrise wasn't amazing, we are spoiled with many good sunrises out here, but it was a nice sunrise. It was a nice deck of clouds, and I just needed to go for a drive in the sky. So I went up into the sky, just drove a couple of 100 meters that way, and lo and behold, look at the reflection in the huge Orrevatnet. It was a sight to behold, actually. You can see the small portion of the sunrise in the right of the image, and on the left side you can see what looks like a small pond. Actually is the huge North Sea coming in. So it's kind of a fun area. There's a huge lake on the inside, and there's a huge ocean on the outside, divided only by a couple of 100 meters. So yeah, that's number 5. Number 4 is the amazing shit harbor, as we call it around these parts. It's Revehavn. It's one of the few entryways into the North Sea from the Jæren coast. It's a huge coast with a lot of weather and waves, of course, and not in general a very hospitable place to be for a boat. So it's far and few between the molos and harbors in the area, but it's one of them. And you can actually drive all the way out to the jumping spot for the surfing, and yeah, it's pretty nice in general. And it also makes for a beautiful spot for a drone shot. And so on the left side you would have a wave, sometimes on the right side you would have a wave. And in the middle of the picture you have my old beloved Berlingo, which I now have sold. It breaks my heart to this day. And I love to adding the details of having my door open, just to like, add a kind of add like an edge to something, yeah. It can't be perfect, it has to be somewhat broken or open or whatever. So number 3 is sunrise at Orre Beach. Orre Beach is the longest of the beaches here at the Jæren, probably in Norway as well, I think, might be. If not, one of the longest. It's a beautiful place, which normally doesn't have snow, but sometimes during winter time. I mean, we are in Norway, but we're on this far southwestern coast. It's a coastal climate. Snow can happen, it doesn't always happen. So it's always a fun treat to see snow on the sandy beach, because it mostly never happens here. So I drove the drone out to sea, turned it around, and focused towards the sunrise. Beautiful light over the whiteness of the snow on the fields. Loads of farming activity here around these parts. You can see as well a few of the smaller mountains in the back, and you can actually see far south along the coast. You can get a kind of a glimpse of how long this coastline actually is. It's kilometers upon kilometers of sandy beaches, rocky beaches, and waves. It's quite a special place we have here. Number 2, sunrise at Bryne. Bryne is the closest city in these parts, just a 10-minute drive from the beaches. Bryne is like a hub for, not a hub for everything going down here at Jæren, but for some things going down here at Jæren. Obviously you can go to Klepp, kind of the same distance, or you can even go to Stavanger where you find the airport and everything. Everything is close by. Bryne is closest by, at least Spikertelt HQ. So this was actually shot just a few weeks ago, at just before New Year's. I was driving my daughter to the amazing farm kindergarten she goes to, and we were both looking out of the car and saying, "What the?" Well, she didn't say what the fuck is going on, but I thought that anyway. And I just had to stop and raise my drone. On the right part of the picture, you can see the sunrise being fucking mint. On the right side, you can see graffiti pieces done by the local known street artist Pebble, and the next one to it's called by a guy called Claudio Ethas. Also, you can see the tallest building at Jæren on the left side with Forum. I think it's Forum Jæren. It's not very tall, but in these parts, it's humongous. Beautiful sunrise over Jæren. Bryne is famous for being not the birthplace, but the home place of Erling Braut Haaland, the biggest icon in world football at the moment. Huge shout out to Erling. Come join us in the Revolsters headquarters if you find the time sometime. Number 1, swans on a frozen field. Shot January of 2023. I just fucking love these pictures. So some people tell me it's difficult to see that these are actually swans, and I would agree, but if you know it's a swan, you can't miss them. What happens in the winter time, of course, it gets cold. The fields that are normally growing potatoes or grass or whatever in, it just all freezes, of course, and it gets these really nice textures in the field, which just, I mean, for a traditional top-down shot with a drone days, these textures are just amazing. So it's always fun for me to see huge assemblies of swans. I mean, Jæren is a huge bird place, so seeing huge assemblies of any bird here is, I mean, not flamingos or pelicans or whatever, but huge gatherings of Norwegian birds is every day. So yeah, when you see a huge assembly of swans, of course I want to do this shot. I've done this shot a couple of times in different kind of atmospheres and different kind of weather. This was a sunset. I had a session at a local surf spot a little bit earlier, drove by, saw these things, and I just went for it, yeah. I did a few more shots actually, I can show to get even closer to the swans. Here it's kind of easier to see the swans. Here it's even easier, and you can go just lower. So there you have it. That was my 5 favorite drone shots from Jæren in 2023. 2023 was a low activity year for me. I did a lot of traveling. I had a year off with my kid. Yeah, I was just enjoying myself, and also the waves were just, it's been the worst wave year in 10 years as far as I can remember here at Jæren. So not as much possibilities or activity. Often I take drone shots going to or back from surf, and obviously if there's not going to or back from surf, there will be less pictures. Anyway, please follow Revolsters, subscribe. If you're a Norwegian speaker, check out our community surf podcast. I mean, it's much more than just surfing, but it has its start in our surf community. Also check out our other videos. Yeah, peace.